Welcome to the Thomas Gang Podcast. I am one of your hosts.
It's just Tiffany. You know my name. It's just Tiffany. You know my name. It's just Tiffany.
And I am joined with my better half, y'all.
DJ Real Life.
What up? What is going on?
What's going on? What's going on? This is our first podcast of 2022.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And you guys, I'm in the driver's seat. So I'm going to be driving this thing tonight.
Come on.
You know, we got some haters. There's always some haters somewhere. But anyway, if this is your first time listening to us, don't forget to follow us at the Thomas Gang Podcast on Instagram. You can also catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you listen to podcasts. If you listen to us on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. Share it with your friends. It's free. I promise you it won't cost a thing, as my husband will always say. So let's get into it. Babe, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm excited about the new year, all the opportunities. You know, I'm hoping everybody is good, COVID free. Thank God. I don't know how we got so blessed, but we have been COVID free since this pandemic started. So all praises to God.
Absolutely.
So you ready to get started?
Yeah, before we get started, I want to say our prayers and condolences to a couple of people. One of our favorite TV dads.
My white TV dad. I grew up on this man.
Rest in peace to Bob Saget.
Yes.
Prayers and condolences go out to his family, his fans, everybody he's influenced over the years, personally in the TV and in the comedic level. I want to say rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to Sidney Poitier, another legend, actor, activist, one of the first black actors to win I forgot what kind of award it was. Rest in peace to him, and also rest in peace recently to James Mtume. If you don't know who he is, check him out. He's part of a dope family. Juicy, one of their biggest hits. If you don't know who Mtume is,
Juicy fruit.
Definitely. So rest in peace to all of them.
Juicy fruit.
Absolutely.
I posted that in our story today in tribute to him. Yeah.
Right. Rest in
so
peace.
If you guys
to
follow us, you would have saw that on our Instagram story. Oh, and we haven't done it in a while. We forgot about Betty White.
Oh, rest in peace to Betty White as well. Yeah, forgot about Betty White.
I think she was the last of the Golden Girls that was still living.
All of them passed away? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Yep, all of them passed away.
She fought hard for a lot of black people. Didn't know that until she passed away. So definitely rest in peace to her.
You know what I just found out about her? I think I knew this, but they talked about it more when she passed away. She didn't have any kids, right? She left all of her money to the Humane Society.
Correct. Yeah, she did.
Wow. Then you could have slid me over $1,000 or something. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, rest in peace to her, man.
Yes, rest in peace. All right, it's 2022. Before we get into tonight's topics, babe, do you want to go over New Year's resolutions? I know we kind of steer away from that. We kind of stick with like what our goals are and what our intentions are for the new year. Any that you want to talk about and share with the people?
No.
He hates the new year, new me. He hates that. Absolutely hates that. Why is that such a big thing?
I mean, teach his own. Everybody has their way of going into the new year.
Yeah.
If that's what you do, then that's what you do. Me personally, I just rather just keep things to myself and just pray and just work on it instead of making an announcement. Yeah, okay. But teach his own is how you deal with it. Most of the time when you make those announcements, they kind of don't. You're not really set on reaching those goals, so it's more of a
trendy thing. You think?
Yeah, but
everybody says that. I think that's even everybody's caption. New year, new me. Like, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, I never did it, so I don't know.
Remember last year we talked about the New Year's intentions. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I like that because I feel like I really tried to work on what my New Year's intention was last year, and I remember self-awareness was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So everywhere that I went, you know, obviously in our relationship, but even outside of our household, going to work, I really tried to be intentional about how I respond to people.
Right.
You know, and trying to check those little triggers. Like when people piss me off, I know now not to respond.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody told me, some man across from me right now told me,
DJ
always start
Light.
your day with a prayer. So,
Absolutely.
And it's work. So, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, just like I said, just a believer of keeping that in house and
Just work
praying
on
to
you.
God, just working on yourself, and even if you have to write them down, you know, just look at them every day and work on them. Ask God,
Yeah.
you know, what is it, you know, that you want me to work on. I may have my list, but what you know, what's on
God's
your
will for your
will,
life?
right? So I'd rather, you know,
Absolutely.
doing it that way. Poster boards, you know, I was always against that, but doing them the last couple of years, I've seen they work.
Yeah.
So
And that's something that we all just started doing, me and you,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I was always doing them before, and they have worked for me. Like
Yeah.
just knowing that I write down my goals, write down what I wanted to do for the year, and looking at it always was a constant reminder for me not to forget. Because you tend to forget about things and push them to the side, but as long as they're written down or somewhere where you can see them to constantly remind you, you know what, Tiffany, you need to work on your health, or you need to work on your education, your business, or whatever. Just seeing it on paper, it changes things. Believe it or not, that is manifestation.
yeah, and even now they have virtual vision boards, you know, apps that you could get from
Yeah.
Google Play and Apple.
Speaking of that, I want to give a real quick shout out to Arturia, one of our followers. Follow her YouTube channel, you guys. If we can probably put it in when you do this, right? When you do the video.
Yeah.
Follow her YouTube channel. One of her videos, she does talk about how to create a digital vision board. Because it's one thing when you put it on paper and then you might lose it, right? But when you have it on your phone or on your desktop, it's constantly there, remind you, hey, don't forget about me. So we're going to put her info. Make sure you guys follow and support.
Yeah, shout out to Arteria. Shout out to her husband as well.
Yes.
Shout out to both of them. Arteria is like you said
Newlyweds.
is probably our number one fan. She always come through and support.
Always.
So anything you need from us, you know, let us know.
All right. So what's on tonight's agenda? What's first up?
You tell me.
All right. Let's talk about, remember that video that I sent you the other day?
Yeah.
I want to talk about that, and I want to get everybody's opinion.
Bro. Jay, give my keys, bro. For what? I'm finna go with her, bro. See, I was in the picture with another nigga.
Let me. I'm gonna play it from the beginning
Okay.
so people can understand. You know what this video is about. Let me just turn it down a little bit. It's kind of loud. I want to play it from the beginning. Let me see what it is. You want to give a description about it, or you just want me to go ahead and play it?
Well, basically, it's about two guys, right? One of them is about to do something that's probably going to get him locked up, and his friend is stopping him from making a mistake, and kind of just, you know, just telling him, you about to do something that's going to probably get you locked up, or you're going to end up dead, all because of your actions. You know, so he had that friend to hold him accountable. So play the video so they can get a better understanding.
Jay, give my keys, bro. For what? I'm finna go with her, bro. See, I was in the picture with another nigga, and we just broke up 5 months ago. But ain't your gal, bro. It don't matter. Give my keys, bro. I'm finna whoop his ass, and I'ma tell her what it is, bro.
So you gonna go there and get locked up? Nah, bro.
Jay, bro, Jay, give my keys, bro. Give my keys, bro. I'm finna, Jay, give my keys. Hey, get off, shut up, man. Shut up. Bro, get off. You hit me? You tried to hit me. You that mad, huh? You should be mad. You should be mad. It's your fault she would do. It's your fault. You the one cheating. You the one that listen to her. You the one had her crying. Watch out. You heard me? So now you gonna go over her house and do something stupid because you mad at her. At yourself. She ain't choose to be with dude, nigga. You let her be with dude. Get off me, bro.
I understand you upset.
I'm sorry.
But you gotta realize something though.
Leave me.
Bro.
Jay, get my keys, bro.
Yeah, that was it right there. Wow.
All right. So when I saw that, I immediately sent it to you to see what your thoughts were on that. Is that something that we need to see more of? Or do you see a lot of that between you and your friends or men in general where they correct each other or hold them accountable for things?
Absolutely. When I look at that, that's a powerful video. When I look at that, I see myself in both situations as being the guy that lost control and having a friend checking me and holding me accountable. And I've been in a situation where I had to hold one of my friends accountable for doing something like that. So been in both situations and do have people around me that hold me accountable, and I hold them accountable as well.
Right. So, that's what we always say. And we also learned this in premarital counseling. You got to surround yourself with people and men and women that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to uplift you, that's going to be able to tell you when you're wrong. And I always tell you, nah, it's fine, it's cool. All right. You know what? That's what you want to do? Yeah, you should do that. Like, don't give bad advice. If you have good people around you, I mean, that's what I saw. That's what I saw in the video, that he was, holding him accountable, basically. What you think?
Yeah, he was. And it's important to piggyback what you just said. It's important to have, if you don't have a gang of friends or crew, you got to have at least one real friend that's going to keep it a buck with you, that is not going to let things slide, not going to be a yes man. Because in that video, that friend could have easily been like, you know what, let's get this fool. Let's get him.
Right.
He could have co-signed that foolishness, and then both of them would have been in jail. Or both of them could have got themselves killed. So you got to have at least one good friend that's going to hold you accountable and keep it real with you and let you know when you're out of line.
That's a real friend, man. If you guys have somebody like that in your corner, keep them. Keep that person. And I always tell you this, babe, like, you have so many good friends, so many good men around you. You guys may have y'all disagreements or whatever, but you guys have this brotherhood and you guys always hold each other accountable. And I know that if me and you go through something, or if you go through something, you can always go to them. Like, I love all of your friends.
Shout out to Dame, man. Shout out to Dame. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to my big brother. Shout out to Marvin. Like, my guys are real good. Like, we hold each other accountable. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Todd. I appreciate y'all.
They'll put
Love
you in a
y'all.
headlock too. I think I done seen it happen with your brother. Your brother for sure. Your brother for sure. So
Vice versa.
you always got to have somebody like that. So if you guys are listening right now on YouTube, tell us, which friend are you? Are you the friend that's going to hold your friend accountable, or are you going to support the foolishness and tell him, yeah, let's do this. Let's go get dude. Which one are you? All right. So following that, let's get on live, because I also saw another question. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you would have saw the story. But go ahead and get on live before I get into it.
And people out there listening, of course, you can subscribe to Instagram, YouTube, of course, and like, comment, share. Let us know what you think about the show.
Or any topics. If you guys want to go over, you guys can also, if you don't want to message us, if you're not on Instagram, send us an email. What's the email, babe?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even.
Oh Lord, it's been so long, you guys. Let me tell you. It's been such a long time, because we have been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. We cannot wait to share it with you guys. We've also done other collaborations. Like, I know some of you guys have seen me on Security Boss
Shout
Unsolicited
out to Security Boss,
podcast.
man.
Shout out to her.
Oh my goodness! Shout out to her. She's so dope.
She is.
Our last podcast was with her, and like you said, we've been been on hers a couple of times. So shout out to her. Okay, people on here. What's up, everybody? I see Arteria. What up?
What's up?
Shonda,
What's up, Shonda?
All right, talk to him.
All right, so the question is, I know most of them probably already seen it, but the question was, do men get influenced by their friends to pop the question? And it could be like, maybe not, a conversation, like two friends are saying, hey, dude, this is the girl, you need to marry her. But what if, let's say your homeboy got married, right? Do you feel influence or pressure to propose to your girl if you're in a relationship? Do you think men get influenced like that?
No. No, they don't. They don't get influenced. Everybody's situation is different. I think the only time there will be any kind of discussion on that is like we just said the last topic, holding, your friend accountable. If you see one of your friends been with a girl for a long time and they're not doing anything, he may hold his friend accountable like, hey, what's going on with that? You've been with her for quite some time. But
Right.
as far as influence, if one of your homeboys get married, you're happy for him. His life doesn't dictate yours, but you're happy for him. But it's not an influence. I saw a podcast the other day where a guy was with his girl about 6 years, and the other guy held him accountable. He said, "What's up, man? You've been with her 6 years. When you gonna get married?" 2 weeks later, he proposed to her.
So you think it was because of the conversation that he had with his friend?
He held him accountable.
Right.
That's
That's dope, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
security boss in the house. What up? What up?
What's going
Appreciate
on? We
you.
just gave you a shout out, Miss Security Boss.
Appreciate you, security boss. What's going on?
So we just asked. Well, I just asked my husband and everybody out there listening. I'm on the other side, Security Boss. Do men get influenced by their friends to pop the question?
What do you think?
Sometimes I don't know about influence, but I definitely think the pressure is there. Like if a bunch of your friends are all getting married back to back and you're in a relationship and you're not getting married, I feel like there may be a little pressure on both ends between men and women. Same with I was watching the talk today, right? And they said for women, they feel like they get that pressure when everybody around them is having a baby. So now they want to have a baby.
I agree with that.
You would agree with that?
I agree with that. I didn't want to do the men versus women thing, but I agree there may be pressure on a woman.
To have because men can have a baby, but that's
Right,
okay.
but because sometimes it could be you may feel left out, and then with some it might feel like a competition thing. It's like, damn, when is it going to be my turn to get married, have a baby?
So Arteria says some people do feel pressure when they visit weddings. You ever been to a wedding? Like, have y'all ever been to a wedding? Obviously before we were married, and they knew you was in a relationship, and they was like, "Oh, it's such and such time. It's your time." You didn't feel like awkward at that moment?
You asking me?
No.
No, I didn't feel that way. But I could see how somebody could be pressured in that way. Like if they're with a girl and you go to a wedding, the girl may pressure you. Like, okay, what's up with us? Or
the girl may do it.
Yeah, the girl may do
right.
it. Or let's say it's a family member wedding, and then the family member will like, okay, when y'all gonna get married? Y'all up next? What's up with y'all? So I could see that kind of pressure happening. If you go to a wedding.
And let me tell you something. Before you and I got married, I used to get that question. I'm sure you got that question.
Yeah.
And it irritated me so bad.
Really?
It used to irritate me because I was like, what if I'm not ready? Don't put that pressure on me to get married. That's something that you really have to be ready for. Don't do it because somebody else is doing it. Don't do it because your friends are doing it and you feel like you're left behind. Yeah. You really have to want that and be ready for that type of commitment.
Let me see.
So I used to get irritated by that.
Arteria says some people do feel pressure.
I just read that.
Oh, you did? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Is it late on your end?
No, I didn't know you read that.
Oh,
Maybe. Okay. But you're right, Arteria.
Yeah. So I used to hate that. And even with the baby question, right? Because we both have children that are like 13, 14 years old. And we get it now. So when's the next baby? I'm not ready for no damn baby right now.
Well, I mean, with that's going to come because, after marriage
that's what people expect. But I feel like you have to live according to your own timeline.
Right.
And when God is ready, God will put it in your spirit to tell you it's time. You ain't gonna be able to run away from it. When it's coming from God, you cannot run away from it no matter what you do.
Yeah. And as far as a wedding, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, it's not something that you want to rush into. It's a lifelong commitment. So it's something that you have to take very serious. You don't want to get pressured to make a serious decision like that.
Right.
And you shouldn't feel pressured. You shouldn't feel left out. Again, everybody's situation is different.
Right. And I feel like we got that a lot because, we're both the youngest of our siblings. And before me and you got married, both of my sisters were already married. So I used to get, well, Tiffany, you the little sister, up, you next. When Jarrell gonna pop the question? When Jarrell, I don't know. We're not there yet, and my sisters have nothing to do with us. You know that, like, I never felt that pressure, but you know it happens. Some people do. Tasha put, people are never satisfied. That's it. You get married, then they're asking when the baby up. That's what we just said. You have a baby, then they're asking when the second baby coming. Like, stop asking people that question. Just stop asking. That's how I feel.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's and like she just said that it's common. Like, you get married, then you have a baby. It's expected. So
First
I mean,
come love, then come marriage, then come
like,
baby. The baby
I
carriage.
don't think they mean anything by it, but
They
it's just
don't.
expected, you know.
But
But
it's just
it
like-
does get after a while, if you let it can be annoying.
Yeah. If you
If you let it, you
Right.
know.
I kind of tune people out, especially with the baby thing, because you just never know what somebody is going through. You know what I mean? They don't know if we try to have a baby or
Right.
what our situation may be. So we don't need the outside world or the outside influence or pressure coming in to influence us, if you will, if that makes sense. So she put, those things never bothered me. I know when it's my time, it's my time. I never felt that pressure. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah. So we definitely appreciate you guys coming on here and giving us your opinion and your thoughts about that. If you guys are listening to YouTube, let us know what you think about that. And do you feel like, guys, your friends influence you to pop the question?
Yeah. I think that would be more. Be more of a woman thing.
To pop the question? Well, or the have
Well,
baby.
not to pop the question. Like, yeah, because you guys don't pop the question.
No, but that's why I brought up the example with, I think we get more of the baby thing, you know, because it's kind of expected for the man to pop the question and then the woman. That's why I brought the baby example up, because I feel like that's something that's, I mean, people who are not even married are out here having babies just because they want that baby, or they feel like they're at that time, you know, that age where time is running out.
Yeah. No doubt.
Oh, Tasha say some women do pop the question. Come on. They do. I don't know what. Well, you know what? I would love to hear from those women who feel the need to pop the question. Do you feel like they think they need to pop the question because the man won't do it?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of that. I feel like they're desperate. I feel like their time is running out.
So if the woman pops the question, she thinks she's desperate?
I think some women do. Yeah. He's never going to ask me, so let me just go ahead and ask.
Yeah.
You know.
But if he's not going to ask you, right? And if you feel that way, like, what is going through your mind? Like, what in your mind clicks to say, well, if he's not going to do it, let me do it? Why would you want to be with somebody like that?
That's how people think, man. Like, people feel like there's not that many guys out there, so I don't want to lose them. So let me see. Let me just try it myself.
So Trina the realist says that should be against the rules. I agree.
Man, I agree with that. Like,
I agree.
that is crazy for a woman to propose to a man. Like, I don't agree with that. That's
it's
crazy.
Definitely not the traditional way of doing things. I think that's more modern. So, but I even in these modern times, I don't see that as much.
That should never happen. A woman should never propose to a man. That's kind of weird.
Let that man lead. Let that man get down on one knee. Let that man lead y'all into marriage. You know what I mean? Don't wait. I don't know.
Yeah, it says
Just don't do it.
It says he who seeks his wife. It don't say she who seeks her husband. Yeah, so that's my lady, I'm with you. Never. Like, no woman should ever propose to a man. It's just crazy to me when I see it online. When I hear these stories, I can't believe it. But we live in a crazy world.
Yeah,
like, nothing
we talked
surprising.
about it before with Jim Jones and his wife. We talked about that.
I think they're married now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was wearing the ring. I saw in the interview.
Wait. Who asked who? Because remember, at first Chrissy asked him, and he said yes because they were on TV. But then he told her no. I don't think he liked the idea that she asked him.
Yeah, that's weird. As a man, there's no way as a man that you like your woman asking you to marry you. Like, that is crazy.
Trina says if he can't ask, move on to the next.
I agree. Listen, a man is gonna know you know, who he wants as a wife. If the woman that he's with, he wants to marry her. He knows, like, the man dictates marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
And if he's not ready,
He's not ready.
don't
You can't
ask.
make him.
Don't
Yeah,
force it.
You
Do
can't make
not
him.
force it. That's the
Yeah.
worst thing you could do.
Yeah, I mean, the conversation needs to be had beforehand. But if you got to feel like you got to ask him to marry you, then he might not be the man for you.
You might as well put the pants on and just start leading your household. You gonna be the man of the house.
Yeah, I think that just is crazy. But I don't. As far as the Jim Jones situation, I don't know.
Who
What
has
happened.
to?
Yeah, I don't know what happened afterwards. But he did have the ring, and they asked him about it
Okay.
on Hot 97.
Well, that's what's up. I mean, they've been together for a long time, so it
time,
was
yeah.
destined to happen. But
yeah,
that's
shout
what's
out
up.
to both of them.
That's what's up. All right. So, any more thoughts, concerns, anything you want to talk about? Anything y'all want to talk about? Oh, she said she don't think they're married.
Oh, okay. He did have the ring on in the interview the other day. Let me ask y'all while y'all on here. We talked about it before we got on here. Do you feel like friends hold each other accountable when they doing bad things?
Like, which friend are y'all? Are y'all the friend to hold them accountable, or you guys are the friends that I'm gonna just let you do it and whatever?
Or is it just a bunch of yes men out there that co-sign some of the foolishness that their friends do? Like, y'all let us know.
Well, one of my friends that's on here actually too, both Milady and Trina, they'll tell me when I'm wrong. They will tell me when I'm wrong, and you know, sometimes it's hard to hear because you know, people don't intend to be wrong. You know, they I hope not. I hope people don't intend to be wrong or to do something wrong, but sometimes you don't see yourself, so you need those people. You need people like that in your life. So I have been, I'm holding you accountable. Milady has always held me accountable. I've known her for over 10, 20 years. You know what I mean? So it's always good to have people like that in your corner.
Let me ask this question. Is everybody, let me see how to word this. Is everybody open to be criticized?
No.
That's my thing. What do you do if you're that friend that's trying to stop that other friend from doing something crazy? And you're telling him, hey, if you do this, you might go to jail, yada, yada, yada. And he's not receptive to hearing anything that you're saying.
But that's why in that video, which I wish we could play it, the guy swung at him.
Yeah, he did.
He swung
Been
at
in that-
him
I've been in
because
that
he
situation.
did not want to listen to his friend who was trying to stop him from doing something stupid. So even if it gets to that point, I don't think it should ruin a friendship. I think you guys got to cool off. You know what I mean? And at some point you'll realize, you know what, they was doing this, you know, to help me, not hurt me.
Yeah, at that point, that guy, he blacked out. He was gone already. You know, his emotions. He lost his control of his emotions, so he's not even thinking.
Right.
Like you said, when he calmed down, he might talk to his friend like, "Yo, my bad, man. I just was pissed off at the situation. You was right."
Right.
If he's that kind of person that respects his friend and is open to listening to him.
Yeah. Yeah. My lady said the criticism is hard to hear, but it's definitely needed. And see, for me, I will only take it because people will say they're your friend, but they don't always have the best, what's the word?
Intent. They don't have the best intentions for you.
They don't have the best intentions for you. So you really got to trust that person and know that even though they're criticizing you, it is coming from a place of love. Like there's only a select few that I'll take that from.
Yeah, you have to know where it's coming from. If it, like you said, the person is a good-hearted person, you may not. The truth hurts. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna always like what someone says to you. Mm-hmm. But if you respect and love that person and know where they're coming from, you have no choice but to accept it.
Right.
If you don't accept it, then that's on you.
Right. Yeah. That's what the lady was saying.
That's on you.
Or that's what Trina was saying. It's up to the friend to change. But even outside of our relationship, like me and you, like we always hold each other accountable. But see, I trust you. I know whatever you tell me is coming from a place of love, even
Ditto.
if I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Ditto.
So it's hard to trust people and to know that they mean well.
Yeah, you gotta know the person. You gotta know the person character.
Because people try to tell you about you based off of how they feel about you, and it ain't always good.
Yeah, that's what I say. It depends on the person.
Right.
It depends on
Absolutely.
where it's coming from. Like
Absolutely.
at the same time too, you may have a person say something about you from the outside looking in. Like, I've been in a situation where somebody just says something, don't know me, but just going off what they saw and don't know me personally. And they were right. Because sometimes a stranger outside your circle will tell you the truth more than somebody close to you because they have nothing to gain from it.
Right.
And they won't
They're not biased.
Right, they're not biased and they
Right.
won't sugarcoat it. So
Right.
it all depends on who it's coming from and how it's coming to you.
Right. Absolutely.
If someone comes to you like crazy, you're like, all right, I know you. You
But
just
you got to know that. I'm telling you,
You
you got
gotta
to
know.
also know yourself, and you also got to know the people around you.
yeah. And even if they don't have their stuff together, that one time they say something to you to hold you accountable, they might be right.
You feel it though. I'm telling you,
You feel it in your soul.
you feel it in your soul when you know you done did some shit that you should not have done. So to hear it from somebody else, that's just confirmation.
Yeah. You go to a church you've never been before, right? And the pastor can say something. They don't know you. He can say something. And it's through God. But you feel it in your soul. And what you always say, he talking about me.
Yeah, that's it. I took it to church.
Anything else before we get up out of here?
No, that was it. We're going to keep it short and light today, but you guys be on the lookout. We have so much coming up. I'm so excited. So excited, man. I can't talk. To share with you guys what we've been working on, and I hope you guys support.
Yeah, and everybody on here, thank you for coming on. And, when this is out on YouTube, go ahead and like, share, leave your comment, man. Let us know what you think. We appreciate y'all.
All right, so you ready to close this thing out?
Yep.
Anything else you wanted to share, to talk about? Made it seem like it's been so long. Like it's, I'm having an out of body experience right now.
Yeah, again, just follow us, man. If you haven't already, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. Leave your comments, man. We don't even care what you say. Just tell us what you think.
Yeah, conversate with us. We're not gonna bite. We're not gonna judge.
Yeah, tell us what you
I
think.
don't think
No, not at all.
we're not gonna judge.
No, not at all. We're not judging nobody.
Judgment-free zone.
No, exactly. And again, Happy New Year to everybody, man, listening and following us.
Yes, and just be on the lookout for what we got coming up next in the next coming weeks.
You tell us. Oh, you just saying look
Yeah,
out
I'm
for
just,
us.
saying.
Okay.
Be on the lookout.
Okay. All right, the Thomas Game Podcast, man, and we out.